returned for the weekend and wanted to give you a little bit of an update and a better understanding as to what I'm gathering. What I'm looking for are very specific answers to very specific questions. And sometimes that requires you to ask the question in multitudes of different ways, because obviously sometimes they're hesitant to answer the questions. Keep in mind that the HOPI are, they're very suspicious, and at the same time, what I would call them is cautious, but also inquisitive, because their prophecy actually calls for a white man to be a deliverer of a message, and also a recognition of a very specific time. So in asking the questions, it was quite interesting. The people that run the museum there and gather all the artifacts from the HOPI. Now, first, I just wanted to tell you, and I'm compiling all of this into a video, so this is why I wanted to give you an update. Quite a bit of the video footage that I have is drone footage, which is 4K, and so it doesn't edit extremely well. I actually have to re-encode all of the video, so that takes quite a bit of time, because the re-encoding process is slower than real time. So I've been re-encoding lots and lots of video. The landscape, I just want to tell you, is remarkable. And what is so astonishing about the HOPI territory is that it is not opulent in the least. So it's not like other tribal territories where you see massive casinos and you see any type of modern architecture at all. In fact, I would say out of all of the buildings that I saw there, that there was probably not one building that was that I would consider modern at all. And what also was remarkable, just to be well noted, and think about the impact that this may have on the more immediate future as things come to pass, that throughout the entire area, and I mean a very large portion of the state of Arizona that is the HOPI, that is the HOPI tribal reservation, there isn't a single 4G tower on it. All of their communications, all of their towers, in fact, the vast majority of communications on the HOPI reservation still runs on copper. So it was really remarkable for me to see that. And not just that, but it made it obviously difficult. I wanted to go live and show you some things live, but that just wasn't possible. The best that I could get out of there was a text. I couldn't send pictures. I couldn't do anything. So it was very, very difficult to get any kind of communication out of there. In fact, just basic cellular communication was spotty at best. The people were incredibly friendly, very inviting, and we were invited by the folks there that run the artifacts, the HOPI artifacts, and the shaman, to go to Prophecy Rock, and that we would, at Prophecy Rock there, we would only be spoken to about details of the prophecy. When I asked them if they had anything that they could give me with regards to the prophecy, they were very emphatic that they do not publish it, that everything is done through oral tradition, oral communication, that they will only speak to it. It is not to be recorded or because they have a concern about people monetizing these things. So they were very, very pleased to hear that I don't monetize any of this, and also the purpose as to which I was there. It was quite remarkable, but also the landscape. And I'm going to be going over this in the video. The landscape is notable for many reasons. That it's as if you were driving across 4 different planets. That you'll be in one place and the landscape is completely different, and then all of a sudden you cross an area, you go through a gorge and a canyon, and it's an entirely different planet, different color rocks, different type of vegetation, the mesas, literally like hotels built in the mountains. it is remarkable. And what became startling to me is that some of the monuments that I saw, I had never seen before, not in pictures, nor had I heard about. They weren't necessarily easy to get to, but the drone gives you the ability to get to places that you ordinarily wouldn't get to on foot. So I can't wait to put all of this together. Now, this is going to be more of a production. This isn't just going to be me showing some video and talk about it. So there will be some editing involved because there's quite a bit. I also went up to the four corners of the state now, but recognize that the four corners of the state is about an hour and a half away from the Hopi Reservation itself. However, the Hopi Reservation is considered four corners. And in fact, their flag reflects that. You'll see the four corners like the four slices of pie and the four dots. So with regards to all the prophecies, both biblical prophecies about the four corners, I believe that there is something incredibly substantial there, considering that Bureau of Land Management has also built a Four Corners monument where the states come together. And if you look at the Four Corners monument from Google Earth, you're going to see that it has a very specific design. And most likely you're going to recognize that that exact same design of the monument that they built by the Bureau of Land Management is very similar to many crop circles. So with that said, I did fly the drone there. And while the drone was in the air, I could see Bureau of Land Management agents coming to me from the drone footage coming down to being broadcast down to the remote. So I got the footage that I could, knowing precisely how much time I had, and then they came and accosted me, which is also on video. I thought that was quite funny. And when they did come up, they were all dressed in black, and so I complimented them on their apparel. So the time, it was just terrific. I've also been working on a lot of other things, but this was more of a spiritual retreat for myself. I needed to go out, get in touch with the Father, with the Source, and just feel what was going on. And I want to make a note about something here, that we stayed overnight, actually on the Hopi Reservation, and in the middle of the night, I got up to just kind of look across the desert, and making a note prior to going to bed and prior to it being nighttime. It just looks like a flat desert in this one major area that's very, 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 very vast. But at night, that desert was filled with fire, with torches, thousands of them. And ultimately, the natives and others live out in the middle of the desert in these huts, and they don't have electricity, so they use fire. So I could see their fires, their campfires, because during the day it's very hot and they're inside in the shade, and at night is when they come out. So it was remarkable to see thousands of torches. It looked like an army coming across the desert. It was truly beautiful. Lots and lots and lots. I mean, tons of stray animals, lots of stray cats and dogs, most of them pregnant or nursing pups or kittens. So I spent a lot of time feeding a bunch of stray animals, and they were very happy for that. So I just wanted to give you this update and let you know that things are going well. People keep sending me best wishes or encouragement, and I do truly appreciate that. But just wanted to let you know that all is extremely well, and there are many truly exciting things taking place, which I can't wait to also update. Malia and I are working on a few projects together, and I will get with you, and we will be hopefully doing a update video on Red Letter Disciples tomorrow, and giving the next portion of John John chapter 1. So I just wanted to give you this update today on this weekend, and just know that over the next couple of days with editing, I'll be extremely busy, but I definitely will be getting back to you. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.